Imagine this: every meal you eat, every bite of fruit, every piece of meat, every handful of vegetables, isn't just fueling your body, it's interacting with your DNA. That's right. The food you eat could actually change how your body works at the deepest, most fundamental level. You see, your genes don't just sit there quietly, they respond to everything around them, especially what's on your plate. What if the secret to living a healthier, longer life isn't just locked in your genes, but in the choices you make at the dinner table? What if you could influence how your body ages, fights off disease, or processes nutrients, all through the food you eat? Welcome to the world of Nutrigenomics, the science that explores how the food we consume interacts with our genes. We're just beginning to understand how profound this connection is, and the possibilities are staggering. Imagine the power to shape your genetic destiny simply by changing what you eat. Let's dive into this fascinating world where your diet isn't just nutrition, it's a conversation with your DNA. Now let's dive deeper into this idea, nutrigenomics. It's a big word, but at its core, it's an incredibly simple concept. It's the study of how what you eat influences the way your genes behave. That's right. The food you eat can literally change how your genes function, turning them on or off like a light switch. You see, your genes aren't these static, unchanging codes locked away inside your cells. No, they're dynamic. They respond to the world around them. And one of the most powerful signals they respond to is your diet. Every nutrient you consume, whether it's a vitamin from a leafy green or an omega-3 fatty acid from fish, sends a message to your genes, influencing how they act at a cellular level. Some nutrients can activate genes that help protect your cells, repair damage, or even slow down the aging process. Others might do the opposite, triggering inflammation or stress responses that can lead to disease. In a way, your genes are like the keys of a piano, silent until someone comes along and plays them. And what you eat, that's the pianist, setting the melody for how your body responds to its environment. In the world of nutrigenomics, your diet doesn't just keep you fed, it becomes an intricate part of the genetic machinery that keeps you healthy or not. And the science of how these nutrients interact with your genes? Well, we're just beginning to understand how powerful that relationship truly is. All right, now let's get to the heart of how this works. How the food you eat can actually change the behavior of your genes. Imagine, if you will, that your body is a massive orchestra, with each gene playing a different instrument. Some genes are responsible for keeping your heart healthy, others for managing inflammation, and still others for repairing your cells. Every gene has its role, and together they create the melody that keeps your body functioning. But, as with any orchestra, you need a conductor. In this case, the conductor is the food you eat. Certain nutrients, like omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and antioxidants, are like the baton in the conductor's hand, guiding the genes to play in harmony. For example, omega-3s, often found in fatty fish, can switch on genes that protect against inflammation, keeping your body calm and balanced. Vitamins, like vitamin C, act as a shield, activating genes that help your cells repair damage from everyday wear and tear. And then there's the power of entire diets, like the Mediterranean diet, rich in healthy fats, fruits, and vegetables. Studies have shown that this diet can activate genes that promote heart health, protecting you from cardiovascular disease. It's like giving the conductor the perfect sheet of music, leading to a smooth, harmonious performance. But just as food can guide your genes to play beautiful music, it can also cause a bit of chaos. Foods high in trans fats or processed sugars can switch on genes that promote inflammation, throwing the orchestra into disarray and leading to health problems down the line. It's not just about calories or fat content, it's about how the nutrients you consume shape the genetic symphony that keeps your body in balance. So the next time you sit down to eat, think of it as more than just a meal. It's a dialogue with your genes, a chance to guide the orchestra toward harmony or chaos, depending on what's on your plate. Let's talk about something you've probably wondered about at some point. Why does the same diet work wonders for one person, but seem to fall flat for someone else? The answer lies deep within your DNA. You see, not all of us are built the same. Each of us carries a unique set of genes that influence how our bodies respond to the food we eat. This is the core idea behind personalized nutrition. Think of it this way. Your DNA is like a unique recipe. For some people, their genetic recipe is perfectly tuned to thrive on a high-fat diet, turning fats into energy efficiently and keeping them in great shape. But for others, that same high-fat diet might lead to weight gain, inflammation, or even heart disease. It's like trying to bake cookies with the wrong ingredients. You won't get the same result, no matter how closely you follow the instructions. Take carbohydrates, for example. Some people's genetic makeup allows them to burn carbs quickly and use them for energy. But others, their bodies don't metabolize carbs as efficiently, storing more of it as fat, and leading to issues like insulin resistance or weight gain. And that's the beauty of personalized nutrition. It's the recognition that one-size-fits-all diets just don't work. Our genes are as individual as our fingerprints, and so are our responses to food. So, the next time someone tells you about the latest miracle diet, remember, what works for them might not work for you. Your genetic recipe could call for an entirely different set of ingredients. By understanding how your DNA interacts with the food you eat, we're one step closer to creating personalized diets that are as unique as we are. Now, if you thought your DNA was the whole story, let me introduce you to one of the most fascinating concepts in biology, epigenetics. You see, your genes aren't written in stone. They're more like a dynamic script, responding to the world around them. While your DNA stays the same, how it's read and expressed can change dramatically based on your lifestyle, what you eat, how much you exercise, even the amount of stress in your life. Here's how it works. Epigenetics refers to the chemical markers that attach to your DNA, essentially acting as switches that turn on or turn off certain genes. And guess what? Food plays a big role in this. Specific nutrients can add or remove these markers, altering how your genes behave without changing the DNA itself. For example, a diet rich in antioxidants might help activate genes that protect your cells from damage, while a diet high in processed sugars might trigger the opposite, turning on genes that promote inflammation. Think of your DNA as a book. The sequence of words, the letters in your genes, doesn't change. But epigenetics, that's the highlighter. The words remain the same, but what you highlight changes the way you understand the story. And what you eat, that's the hand guiding the highlighter, shaping which parts of your genetic book are emphasized. In this incredible dance between genes and environment, we're learning that while we can't rewrite the code of life, we can certainly influence how it's read. And that's the true power of epigenetics. It's a way to take control of your genetic destiny simply by making smarter choices at the dinner table. So let's bring this science down to earth, into the real world. What's incredible is that nutrigenomics isn't some far-off futuristic concept. It's happening right now. People are already using their genetic information to personalize their diets in ways we never thought possible. Imagine getting a DNA test, not just to find out where your ancestors came from, but to learn which foods are best suited to your unique genetic makeup. That's the world we're stepping into. Personalized nutrition plans based on genetic testing are being used to help people prevent diseases, manage their weight, and even optimize athletic performance. It's no longer just about counting calories or following generic diet trends. It's about tailoring your diet based on the intricate conversation happening between your genes and the food you eat. Take, for example, a person whose genetic profile shows they don't metabolize fats efficiently. Armed with this knowledge, they can make better dietary choices, reducing their intake of high-fat foods and focusing on the nutrients their body is more equipped to handle. The result: better health outcomes, not just for the short term, but for life. Another case: athletes who use Nutrigenomics to fine-tune their diet to enhance performance, ensuring their bodies get the exact nutrients needed to build muscle, recover faster, and avoid injury. Think of it like this: we're entering a world where knowing what's in your DNA could become as routine as checking your blood pressure. It's not just about calories or carbs anymore. It's about decoding the complex relationship between your genes and your plate. The future of nutrition isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's personal, tailored, and incredibly powerful. And the results? Well, they speak for themselves. As more people embrace Nutrigenomics, we're seeing a wave of improved health outcomes that are deeply personal and truly transformative. As we peer into the future of Nutrigenomics, one thing becomes crystal clear: we are standing on the cusp of a revolution. The way we think about food, health, and even disease prevention is about to change in ways we could never have imagined. Ongoing research in this field is poised to completely reshape the landscape of healthcare, turning something as simple as our daily diet into a powerful tool for personalized medicine. Imagine a world where before you even reach middle age, you could get a detailed map of your genetic risk for diseases like diabetes, heart disease, or even cancer. And rather than waiting for those conditions to develop, you'd be given a customized diet plan that helps prevent them from ever taking root. You wouldn't just be eating to live, you'd be eating to thrive, armed with the knowledge that each bite you take is working in harmony with your genes to keep you healthier for longer. It's the ultimate form of preventive care, and it's not as far off as you might think. Scientists are already mapping genomes and developing personalized diets tailored to individual DNA profiles. Soon, it could be routine for your doctor to prescribe a meal plan as part of your health care, one that's designed specifically for your genetic makeup. We're standing at the edge of a new frontier, one where the food you eat could be your greatest ally in living a longer, healthier life. It's a revolution where the future of food is written in your DNA. As we continue to unlock the mysteries of Nutrigenomics, we're not just learning about how food fuels the body. We're learning how it can shape the course of our entire lives, gene by gene, meal by meal. As you prepare your next meal, consider this: what you're about to eat isn't just fuel, it's so much more. With every bite, you're engaging in a quiet, intricate conversation with your DNA, influencing the very genes that shape your health, your body, and even your future. The science of Nutrigenomics has shown us that the choices we make at the dinner table go far beyond satisfying hunger. They are opportunities to take control of our health in ways we never thought possible. The power to live longer, healthier lives might just be sitting on our plates, waiting for us to discover it. Before we wrap up, I've got something special for you, courtesy of our collaborators at Biotic Chronicles. If you've been intrigued by today's insights and want to dive deeper into the world of science, we've got an exclusive offer for you. Through a partnership with Planksip, you can get a 30-day free membership to explore a vast library of science content, articles, and discussions. So the next time you sit down to a meal, remember, it's not just fuel. It's a conversation with your DNA, and with each bite, you're shaping your future in ways we're only beginning to understand. So stay curious. Explore how the foods you choose might be affecting your genes. Because in the end, the power to live your best life might be in the most unexpected place: your kitchen.